Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the big diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Denver Nuggets. For the Nuggets, they are really playing at a high level right now, going 8-1 over the last 9 games. And the front lines for both teams tonight, powerful, explosive. Shaq, what's the key these days to building a great front court?
Well, the more versatile, the better. But it's more about skill and brute strength. You know I'm about skill and brute strength. I was the most skillful and brutally strong guy ever to play the game.
It's right, you are brutal.
What's so funny?
That, front court guys need to change ends. That's what's funny to me, Shaq, and nothing else. I just tell you right now, nothing else is funny to me.
You want me to show you how strong I am? I'll flip this table over right now.
I believe you could. I believe you could.
What you looking at, Ernie?
Not much.
Oh.
All right.
It's on. It's on.
I see Ernie.
And here's Kevin Harlan.
Ernie.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
I'll see you in the locker room, Ernie.
It's Detroit Pistons NBA action. We're in the Motor City, where the Pistons are looking to take on a Western Conference opponent. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. You look at Denver. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
Kevin, I don't think they're too worried about the winning streak coming to an end, especially if they just do what they've been doing. Just play good, solid, smart basketball on both ends of the floor.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Thank you very much. Now, Blake Griffin is new to Detroit, but he feels the blue-collar nature of this city suits him just fine. He said, hard work was instilled in me at a very young age. The very base of my game has always been physical. Guys, back to you.
Well, Detroit is happy to have him, David. Thanks. Well, right around this time of the season, Smitty, it's easy to lose focus. Talk about how players keep themselves motivated to bring it every night. That, to me, would seem very difficult.
It is, and I think you got to set those little small goals. I think on one of our teams, our goals was after the All-Star break, you can see we were starting to get into that funk, and what we said was, let's not lose 2 games in a row for the rest of the season. Those type of small goals keeps everybody engaged.
Do you put the season in terms of every 20 games, every 10 games? How do you measure it to kind of pace yourself?
I think most teams do it in a block of 20s. Like you said, you kind of go a block of 20s and see if you can go, 75% in those games. And that's where you start to see the great teams, they do that.
That's good to know. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Martin and Millsap at the small and power forward spots. Murray and Harris, the guards. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Griffin scores, the assist by Jackson. Griffin's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Pistons. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
An interconference matchup. Last season, they went 2-0 against this club.
Three-pointer, Barton. It's good from long range. Barton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Brown outside. And Drummond kicks to Jackson. Over Murray. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Taking what the defense allows, Reggie can run the pick and roll in a variety of ways.
Murray outside. Harris outside. Just 5 to shoot. That shot misses. Some solid defense from Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Steve, for the Pistons, improving chemistry on and off the court has been a big focus.
Yes, locker room leadership and pieces that fit together on the court. It's about building a team in every sense of the word.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. And so just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Jokic. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
Now here's Drummond. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Griffin with it. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
He was really aggressive on the glass, too. He really racked up on the boards out there. With the flexibility to adjust at the rim, Drummond can catch the pass almost anywhere and still throw it down.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. Here's Murray after the made shot from Andre Drummond. Shot clock at 6. Murray surveying the D, and it's sent back by Drummond. The Pistons lead it. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Outside Griffin. Now the pass to Bullock. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets the bucket. Bullock's got his first 2 points of the night.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Barton passes to Jokic. In the corner, Murray with it. Buries it from three-point range.
And Murray is so deadly with the catch and shoot, Jay. When the D isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up with it.
Now here's Jackson. 29 points for him last game against the Clippers.
He also was very good distributing the basketball, keeping guys involved and engaged all night.
Jackson with it. Millsap covering. And he comes up with the deuce. Jackson's got his second basket of the game.
When Jackson can't get all the way to the rim, this is his go-to. Shoots for a decent percentage from mid-range.
Millsap kicks to Jokic. Murray for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Drummond. He dishes it to Griffin. And that one is good. Griffin's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, complete focus right now. Such an impressive start to this game. 100% from the field.
Harris kicks to Murray. Back to Harris. Now, here's Jokic. He's coming off a 13-point game against Minnesota.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
Here's Jackson following the basket by Jokic. And the foul on Will Barton. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Barton. Millsap against Griffin. Nice ball movement by Detroit. 6 on the shot clock. Lobbed up there for Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson, staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Back to Murray. Out left to the wing. Pulls up from the corner. Rebounded by the Pistons. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And, you know, you have to feel terrible about how that thing turned out. I mean, the game was really going about as expected until they just gave up that huge surge there late in the game, totally lost momentum, and ended up losing that.
Now here's Murray. After the miss from Reggie Jackson. It's stolen by Harris. To the middle. Here's Craig. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
Griffin against Millsap. Here's Jackson. Detroit, no good that time either. Denver's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range.
And Nikola Jokic came late to the game. He actually grew up horse racing. Finally started playing organized hoops at the age of 16. You never know it, though one of the most skilled big men the league has to offer.
Drummond in the post. Jokic defending. Just 5 on the clock. Unloads from 13. Kept alive. Drummond, and he drops it in from the low post. Drummond's got 6 points.
You have to block out better than that. Drummond, one of the best in the league at converting off the glass.
Millsap looking it over. Harris kicks to Murray. "14 feet away, and he overshot that one, missing. And Jokic, Greg, said he was a fat point guard until he got taller.
Well, even now, Kevin, Jokic, not the most chiseled physique, but the point guard background makes sense. His playmaking for a center is off the charts.
The Pistons shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
That's good from Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin, an all-star for his first 5 seasons in the NBA, but not the last 3. He's still an impact player, though. We'll see if he can crack the roster in the East.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Pachulia, he's checked in for Drummond. Stanley Johnson comes in for Reggie Bullock. Kennard, he's checked in for Brown. And Smith subbed in for Reggie Jackson. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Well, as we all know, Blake Griffin, Steve, possessing breathtaking athleticism, but injuries certainly have been a concern.
You're right. A lot of it, just bad luck. A teammate falls on your knee. That kind of thing happens. But his skill level is starting to complement his power. I think he'll be fine. You know what? He tried to lay it in at the point of attack. Just too much defensive pressure on that play.
Basket good. 8 points for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. So many metrics out there right now, Steve. One of the big ones, scoring efficiency. Who comes to mind in that area?
Well, you look at the percentage. Kevin Durant, the amount of shots he takes, he shoots with a high percentage. Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard. I think also Anthony Davis is up there, being able to score at different areas, not just dunking the basketball, being able to score at all 3 levels. Those are some of the guys that shoot a high percentage.
Well, who's had the hot hand from the 2 position over the last 10 games? Highest field goal percentages right here on the 2K leaderboard. Denver with the ball. They trail by 3. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Especially on the road. You're hoping for any extra contributions. But for a couple of stretches, there, the backups control the game.
So it's the Pistons now. Denver able to drain the 3. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Pistons shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Pachulia.
It's interesting. So many big, bruising centers in the league who can't shoot free throws, but Pachulia's actually pretty good at it.
And Pachulia drops them both. The Nuggets trail. Here's Morris. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota. Pass to Beasley. Here's Craig. He's guarded by Johnson. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Johnson. Now Detroit moving it up. Smith's running. Good work defensively by Morris.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
From 20 feet out, and that one's good. Griffin's got 10 points in the game.
How about he has yet to miss? 4-4 to start.
And Beasley, here we go. Again, the Nuggets score.
This is why you like to get him touches. He makes things happen.
And here's Smith. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Kennard. Right side, Griffin. Shot clock at 6. Kennard kicks to Smith. Now here's Griffin. Defense right on him. The pass to Kennard. Hits it from three-point range. And the Pistons lead by 3.
Great look by Blake Griffin. When your foreman has that ability to pass the basketball, it's a major advantage.
Morris against Smith. Morris into the lane. The teardrop falls in. Morris has got his first 2 points.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Here's Smith. Second chance shot. The shot missing. Good work defensively by Morris. Hernan Gomez in the corner. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Smith feeling it out a bit. He kicks to Griffin. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
You know, it's not just the power of Griffin, it's the skill set. Reliable inside.
Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Craig. He's guarded by Johnson. Back to Beasley. Fires from deep. Cans it from downtown. Beasley's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Griffin. 12 points for him. Fades back. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
24 seconds left in the first quarter. On the wing, Morris. Covered by Smith. Morris against Smith. Morris kicks to Plumlee. Just 5 to shoot, and Stanley Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Five seconds left here in the opening quarter. On its way from Beasley for 2. Blake Griffin getting it done for Detroit. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll return shortly. One of the most dominant big men in the league, Andre Drummond, says he's learned how to be a leader on this team.
Watching previous guys who've led this team and did the things that they did, I write that kind of stuff in the back of my head and just say, this is something I need to do this. Or if I see something I didn't like, this is something I probably will stay away from. And I think now that I'm in a role where I could kind of lead this team, I kind of have the blueprint on what I need to do to make this team successful.
And, Greg, with Blake Griffin, he's got somebody to take some of that leadership role alongside him.
And those two will be pivotal in deciding just how good this team can be.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And, guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
Cleaning the glass. Right from the jump. And that really helped them to set the tone.
What you have to do is establish a physical presence early. An aggressiveness their opponent has failed to match.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. We've got Plumlee. Beasley is out there with Morris. Then it's Trey Lyles. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3. We know players love offensive play. We know fans love offensive play. But, Smitty, do you think we should care more as fans and players about what players do on the defensive end?
I think so, Kevin, but I think it's the history of sports, especially our game in basketball. Just the players that lead the league in scoring, they get all the credit and all the endorsements. Guys who play defense, we'll pick out 1 or 2, but we don't go overboard when we see guys that are defensively good. We don't talk enough about the defensive side and the impact these individuals have.
And fans appreciate good defense, don't they? Fans like good defense.
Yeah, they do, especially the fans that understand that you need defense to win championships.
Now here's Beasley. He had 22 points in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Six to shoot. And it's Lyles in the corner. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Pistons shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Here's Griffin. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
I'll tell you, that's the one thing, hustle. Blake just outworking everyone to the ball.
Now, here's Lyles. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
You know what? I also like how he attacked the glass. Gave a terrific effort in that department.
For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Galloway, covered by Morris. Down low. And Griffin slams it in.
On the attack all evening. Not sure at this point what can slow Blake Griffin down.
Denver's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Paul Millsap is an all-star forward whose dedication to the game is reflected in his year-to-year improvement. He said, "The drive to the gym is where I find my peace, getting my mind prepared. I come with the mindset of getting better. It's gotten me this far." Kevin?
He is a true professional. David, thank you. Now here's Beasley, following the miss by Griffin. Johnson with the block. And now the Pistons fast break. And Griffin slams it in.
Blake Griffin is so skilled, able to weave through the defense, draw contact, and finish.
Denver calls timeout.
Luke Kennard, the 12th pick in the 2017 draft out of Duke, an outstanding shooter and has a lot more to show in this game.
So for the Pistons, Drummond's checked in for Pachulia. Reggie Bullock comes in for Johnson. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Kennard. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic is checked in for Plumlee. Will Barton comes in for Hernan Gomez. Harris is checked in for Malik Beasley. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. Now here is Harris. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Lyles no good.
Woo, you know that's one he liked to have back. Point blank range, and he missed it.
And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver. Trailing by 2. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Here's Lyles. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists in the game. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Passes it to Lyles. Barton kicks to Murray. Pass to Lyles. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Griffin. Shot's good by Lyles. And now a 3-point Denver lead.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Pistons passing it around. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Over Murray. The putback, and Drummond is right there. Drummond's got 8 points.
You have to box him out or he's going to beat you to the glass on both sides of the floor.
Jackson against Murray. Out to the right wing. And it's Barton atop the key. Doesn't go for him. And it's Detroit the other way. Pass to Bullock. Barton with some nice D.
Fantastic rim protection. That's not in his wheelhouse to overcome.
In the corner, it's Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Now here's Jackson. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And Barton is going to throw it down hard.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
To the left side wing. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And Murray is so skilled at drawing these types of fouls. He loves getting to the charity stripe. And with the playmaking in Denver's front court, point guard Jamal Murray is free to hunt his shot. Very comfortable playing off the ball.
Two shots.
Free throw good, Murray. And you look at Jamal Murray's assist numbers, he's more like a two-guard.
Well, he's kind of a combo, 6'4", 6'5"-ish, but you can't have enough shooting, and he's got a quick trigger.
The Pistons making a change here. Brown's checked in. Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. And so Murray nails both of them.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. We always hear about the brotherhood of the NBA. Talk a little bit about the unique bond that you NBA players, Steve, share.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that brotherhood is something special, Kevin, because there are guys that's going through some of the same situations you've been through, and especially when you get a chance to talk to some of the veterans. And then the younger guys, when you become a vet, you share all that knowledge. And then what I love about it, that brotherhood, even when you retire, you get a chance to still keep in touch, and you see the evolutions of a lot of those players' families. You see their kids grow, and you love to still be a part of that unique situation.
Looking now at the numbers for Jackson. How last month turned out for him? He's right around 13 points a night, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now. The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
To the inside. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
The playmaking of Reggie, a work in progress, but looking good right there.
And the pass to Jokic. To the left side wing. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul. Goes up off the inbound, and Jokic with the basket on the assist by Barton. Jokic has got the lead up to 12 now for the Nuggets. To the paint, here's Bullock. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Bullock's got his second basket.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here is Harris. 8 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jokic. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Jackson kicks to Bullock. Dishes it to Griffin. Passes to Drummond. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Inside, here's Barton. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And that's now 9 points for Will Barton.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Griffin. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
Harris finds Jokic. Murray against Jackson. Back to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Barton. Tries again. And it's sent back by Drummond.
The obvious intimidation factor of Andre. That's 280 pounds flying after your shot.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Wednesday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets. And then on Friday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And looking at the matchup with the Heat, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
The Nuggets leading by 12. Pass to Harris. Shoots over Brown. Bucket is good. Barton's got 11 points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Timeout, timeout.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And Gary Harris, a 6'4" shooting guard out of Michigan State. On paper, you might call him undersized, but with his strength and toughness, he's got it covered.
For the Pistons, Pachulia comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Luke Kennard in for Reggie Bullock. The Nuggets also changing it up. Torrey Craig comes in for Harris. And Morris subbed in for Murray. And it's Brown missing. And if you're making a list of the best young shooting guards in the league, Greg, I got to think that Gary Harris is on that list.
Absolutely. A two-way player, defends his tail off, and offensively, he can score at all three levels.
Here's Brown after the basket by Will Barton. Pachulia dishes to Brown. Back to Pachulia. On the wing, Jackson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at Denver, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, Golden State right there with them. They're all tied up atop the standings.
And I think for Denver, the step forward they've taken this season has been a giant one. I thought they'd be an improved team, but I had no idea they could be this good.
And you're not alone. How could anyone have predicted this? Nobody thought they'd be such serious contenders this deep into the season.
Here's Millsap after the made shot from Andre Drummond. Millsap passes to Barton. Back to Millsap. Kicks it to Barton. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Barton's got 12 points now in the quarter. Jackson against Morris. Jackson gets the bucket.
This is what you get from Reggie Jackson now. Powering through contact and has the focus to complete the play.
Pass to Craig. Back to Morris. Outside Millsap. That three off the mark. Pistons trail by 14. Outside Jackson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Aggressive on the drive. That's going to result in some free throws for Jackson.
The Pistons have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
gentlemen.
That's good from Jackson.
And not too long ago, Reggie Jackson signed a 5-year, $80 million deal. A lot of pressure on him to earn that money.
Johnson, he's checked in for Detroit. And then for Denver, Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. And it's Beasley in for Barton. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Nuggets leading by 12. To the paint, deflects the pass, but Julia with the steal. Johnson outside. From beyond the arc. Rebound by the Nuggets. Back to Morris. There's 39 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Floats one up. Here's Plumlee, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Reggie Jackson. The Nuggets have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing is Smith. He's checked in for Jackson. And Denver also making a switch. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. A 12-point game. Morris kicks to Craig. Down low, Hernangomez passes to Morris. The pass to Plumlee. That's tipped. From deep three-point range, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Denver Nuggets up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you offensively?
Every game we have where we get into a one-on-one game, over-dribbling, not passing, we become very easy to guard. The good thing about tonight is the ball is moving. We're trying to make plays for each other. When we move the ball, we get high percentage shots, which is all we can ask for.
Thanks very much for your time, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. 1 half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. The first half was all about Will Barton. He ended up with 15 points and 1 rebound. Shaq, let's get your take on Denver.
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
Kenny, what'd you think about Detroit?
Well, the perimeter D is just too loose. I mean, there's no excuse for letting the team rain that many threes on you. And at that high a percentage, guys aren't fighting through screens. They're not staying with their shooters. They're not helping out. Just bad basketball on the defensive end. They've got to tighten it up on a high level in the second half.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Blake Griffin in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, we saw in the first half, he has a nice mixture of moves down low, and they've been going to him.
He is reliable down there. Once he gets going, he is a machine.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. The athletic front pair is Griffin and Drummond. Reggie Jackson out there with Brown, and it's Bullock in at the three. Here's Griffin, following the basket by Paul Millsap. Brown outside. Jokic grabs the miss. Barton outside, and there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's foul number 2 for him. Jackson against Murray. Barton outside. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Harris.
Wonderful effort by Blake just to get out to be able to contest that shot.
Inside, Brown. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got 3 assists now in this one. Murray kicks to Jokic. Denver passing it around. Harris outside. The tray gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harris has got 11 points.
Well, if you wonder why they're in control of this game, just look at his stats from the field. Solid, solid, solid.
Now here's Griffin. He's got 22, and the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Here's Drummond. Outside Jackson. Griffin looking it over. 5 to shoot. The Pistons need to get off a shot here.
You know, coming out of the half, you want to set the tone for the rest of the game. But going 1 for 4 is the wrong way to do it.
Barton kicks to Murray. Passes to Jokic. Murray against Jackson. Here's Jokic. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
You know, a little inconsistent from deep when he first entered the league. Jackson now an emerging three-point threat.
Andre Drummond in his mid-20s. He's led the league in rebounding 3 consecutive seasons. And Greg, last season was his best one yet.
Really, I think, established himself as the franchise player for the Pistons. They'll go as far as he can take them. At the same time, though, I think the acquisition of Blake Griffin will only help to mature his game.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. This is a good chance here to look at the teams with the most second chance points of the season. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. The Nuggets, number 1.
You know, they've been so aggressive on the offensive boards, and they're earning every one of those second chance buckets with that relentless effort.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 11. Brown wide open. He fires. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now Murray. And the layup's good off the glass. Murray's got 12 in the game.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Bullock dishes to Jackson. Drummond with it. He's got 12. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Jackson against Murray. Outside Millsap. Clock at 6. The three-pointer off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Drummond throws it down.
The power this young man generates at the rim. Drummond is explosive.
And Jokic gets it to go. The assist from Harris. He's got 10.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Jackson. A shot by Griffin. Nobody around. A second chance effort. And it's sent back by Jokic. And he gets it back.
He can't find his mojo. Tough quarter for him scoring the basketball.
Jackson against Murray. Right side Millsap. Back to Murray. From deep. No good that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Brown feeling it out a bit. On the wing, Jackson. He's covered by Murray. Kept alive. Drummond. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Entertaining trip down the court. Good defense, but Drummond beats it with a strong move.
And stolen by Drummond. Here's Bullock. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got his 5th assist in this one. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Andre Drummond, a prototype athlete at the center position. He checks every box. Leaping ability, lateral mobility, you name it.
Langston Galloway's checked in for Detroit. Trey Lyles checked in for the Nuggets. Torrey Craig comes in for Will Barton. Here's Murray. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
He is really forcing things now. Doesn't have to do it because his teammates are picking up the slack.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
The Pistons have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Bullock. And the Pistons making a change here. Smith has checked in. And so Bullock nails both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Harris finds Jokic. And here is Lyles. Murray outside. Shot clock at 5. From past the arc. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Yeah, that's a great shot. 3rd 3 of the game for him, 1st in this half.
Smith the pass to Galloway. Bobbed up there for Drummond. Jokic with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Here's Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And a switcher also for Denver. Morris is checked in for Jamal Murray. On the free throw, no good.
And Blake Griffin said early in his career he used to rely on his athleticism to get by. He said the problem was every season he'd be worn out by February. So diversifying his offensive game has helped him to kind of withstand the rigors of a long NBA season.
4 on the clock. Back to Galloway. Over Harris. Galloway, no good. The Nuggets leading by 12. Harris kicks to Morris. Back to Harris. It's stolen. Smith outside. At the elbow, Griffin. Back to Smith. Johnson finds Drummond. 6 to shoot. Johnson outside. Nailed from three-point land. Johnson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pistons. Denver's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And, Greg, you look at a lot of the volume dunkers over the years. Their bodies often wear down. You think of Amari Stoudemire, Antonio McDyess, even Dwight Howard.
Yeah, I think Griffin could see the writing on the wall. He used to get over 200 dunks in a season. Now, less than half that number. But the trade-off, hopefully, will be longevity and an increased skill set.
Here's Smith. Denver getting their last shot to go. Right side, Griffin. Back to Smith. To the right side. Griffin against Lyles. And finished off by Griffin.
Can you believe that move? That is power. That is grace. That is awesome.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Now here is Harris. 13 points in the game. Jokic high post, working on Drummond. Fader on the way, and again it's Denver.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Start it.
Kennard, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. Denver also making some changes. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. And it's Juan Hernangomez in for Gary Harris. Denver on D. At one point, they led by 16. Johnson outside. With the floater, he lays it in. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
Now, here is Morris. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. And that'll be his third foul so far. The Nuggets making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. And Plumlee kicks to Craig. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. 6 on the shot clock. Tipped away. Here's Beasley. And too long on the shot. Pistons trail by 9. Smith right side. Galloway taking his time here. Johnson outside. Shoots a 3. The Pistons rebound. And there's a whistle. That goes on Hernangomez. That is his first foul of the game. .152 left to play in the third. 6 on the shot clock. A second chance effort.
Just doesn't seem to have the same energy level after his terrific first half.
Here's Craig. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Delivering these passes in tight quarters, that's tricky.
Detroit's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Galloway, covered by Beasley. Clock at 6. Kennard's shot is off. Denver leading by 11. Plenty of space. Again, the Nuggets score.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Kennard. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. It's stolen by Morris. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Morris with the ball, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
Here's Galloway, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Not a lot of flash to his game, but Galloway can surprise you with his first step.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Beasley with a clean look, off target from three-point range. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for Detroit, trailing by 13. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Taking a workman-like approach inside. That's the shot you want.
Here's Plumlee. That one misses. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Denver on top, up by 11. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. So on the floor for Denver, Hernan Gomez at small forward and Millsap at the 4. Beasley is out there with Morris, and it's Plumlee in at the center position. Here's Galloway. Here's Kennard. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
And he makes the little adjustment just as he goes to lay it in.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Detroit.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Denver leading by 8. Morris passes to Plumlee. Hernan Gomez kicks to Beasley. Shoots over Brown. Here's Plumlee. Johnson with the block. Outside Jackson. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
When the jumper is working, Reggie becomes much tougher to defend. One of the most athletic guys on the floor.
Millsap finds Hernan Gomez. Here's Morris. Connects on the foul line jumper. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Jackson passes to Drummond. Brown outside. Pistons passing it around. Here's Kennard. Goes back up. Drummond. Johnson, a wide open look. Drills it from outside.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Morris kicks to Millsap. Back to Morris. Stolen by Jackson. Down low. And it's Drummond with the jam.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And this comeback was fueled by doing it on both ends of the floor. Let's see if they have that same energy level to keep this up.
Now, here is Morris. Beasley for 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off. And when you thought this fourth quarter was simply a formality, all of a sudden the offense picks up, and now we have a game.
Here's Morris. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Fades and shoots. And again, Denver no good. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Brown kicks to Kennard. Jackson in the corner. Shot clock at 6. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Denver in the lead. Beasley right side. Pass to Morris. Back to Beasley. Down low. Here's Millsap, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Detroit gets called for the foul.
Millsap able to use the threat of his shot to get the defender off balance.
And Paul Millsap, a 4-time All-Star in Atlanta. Greg, as we know, he missed most of last season after left wrist surgery.
A big loss after just signing that mega contract with the Nuggets. I mean, he's a lot older than most of their core, but a great fit in their front court and obviously one heck of a player.
And he makes the first.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Kennard. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Will Barton comes in for Hernan Gomez. Gary Harris, he's checked in for Malik Beasley. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. Detroit with the ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Jackson kicks to Griffin. Jokic with the steal. Murray against Jackson. Murray the pass to Jokic. Here's Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
Well, all right, Paul Millsap looking bouncy tonight.
Pistons trail by 5. There's the pass to Bullock. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's foul number 2 for him. Bounce pass from Drummond. Now here's Bullock. Martin defending. And Reggie Bullock gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Denver leading by 5. And here is Harris. Murray outside. Over Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Nuggets lead by 7. Outside Griffin. Over Millsap. A nice shot by Griffin. Griffin's got 26 points.
Well, you see the excellent skill set. And this is when you want to make an impact.
You're totally right. Fourth quarter, tight game. This is when the true ballers step up.
Jokic, no good. The Pistons have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Now, here's Bullock. Defense is right there. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Confident scoring effort by Drummond tonight. Feels like he has everything working to his advantage.
Murray against Jackson. Here's Murray up on top. For 3, Millsap. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Paul Millsap is very capable as a spot-up threat.
Bullock kicks to Jackson. Drummond working against Jokic. And stolen by Murray. A floater. Rebounded by Jackson. Pistons trail by 6. Here's Griffin, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
We know how strong Griffin is, but he has the ability also to adjust his body in midair to draw the contact.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw drops for Griffin.
You know, thinking back, Chauncey Billups once said Griffin might be too nice of a guy, yet he's a league leader in technicals almost every season.
Here's Millsap, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Millsap's got 11 in the second half. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Jackson dishes to Bullock. Now Drummond. He kicks it to Griffin. Knocked away. And here they come. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Andre Drummond picks one up. And the first one at the line is good. Good on both.
That's a huge advantage, having a big guy who can shoot free throws like this.
Brown outside. Drummond passes to Brown. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Now here's Bullock. Martin defending. Shot clock at 5. Jackson from long range sinks the three-pointer.
Good defense. Jackson could have passed out of it, but showing confidence in his jumper.
Murray with it. Outside Millsap. Here's Jokic. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, this is when you need them, late in the game. It's not all about scoring.
Now here's Griffin. Down low. Leaps for it. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And there's Murray on the assist by Harris. Harris has got his 6th assist on the night.
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer, someone who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the court.
Griffin. And he banks in the layup. Griffin's got 31.
It's amazing. No one can check him right now, but there's still work to do to cut into this lead.
Jokic inside. Working on Drummond. Jokic, no good.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Wasted no time on that one. Now it's just a 3-point Denver lead.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Harris outside. Back to Murray. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Griffin to the middle. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 18 points for Reggie Jackson. Jackson against Murray. To the inside. Here's Jokic. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Passes it to Drummond. Kicks it to Griffin. No good that time. Good work defensively by Millsap. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. At one point, they led by 16. Murray against Jackson. Barton in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. From deep. They get it back. And it's sent back by Drummond. Blocked again. Brown outside. Pass to Jackson. To tie it up. That one doesn't go. And the Nuggets going the other way. Murray against Jackson. Here's Jokic. That's down the hatch. Notch one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Locked and loaded tonight. Whenever he's got any kind of a decent look, he's knocked it down.
He's been the reason they're in this position to win this game. He's been consistent and reliable.
Now here's Drummond. Now here's Bullock. Jackson up top. He's covered by Murray. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Boy, he loves that mid-range jumper. Just fails to create enough room to operate.
Harris kicks to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Over Drummond. And that one's good. Jokic. Now it's a 7-point Nugget lead.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
And he's doing it efficiently, taking makeable shots. That's led to a high percentage from the field. That's a big bucket for Blake. Teammates have to love that shot.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Over Drummond, and Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Murray. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
His teammates recognize that he has the hot hand going. That's why they get him the ball every chance they get.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're trailing by 7. 51 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
And he's been out there doing his thing, just dominating on the glass. There aren't many players who put more into their rebounding than he does. And we saw that again tonight. Nobody could match his effort on the boards.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Dwayne Casey talk to his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game. Fellas?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Jokic. Back to Barton. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you...
Goodness.
Terrific. Blake Griffin showing off his point guard skills on that play.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That will be foul number 5 on him. Five-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Basket good.
The defense late to react. A beautiful play we just saw.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're down by 9. 20 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, it's a dejected group of guys. I mean, they've got a lot of pride and just hadn't happened for them here tonight.
The most important thing to remember, it's not over, but they have to step up on both ends to have a chance.
Wiles against Griffin. Galloway kicks to Smith. The pass to Kennard. Now here's Griffin. In the corner, it's Galloway. No good from outside. Here's Morris. So we see Denver get the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Mason, your game has expanded some, and what has that process been like?
You know, you just learn something new every game. You have to study your opponent and see what's going to be open, but some of the constants have to be rebounding, defense, bringing energy, and that's always going to get you a little bit.
Well, you had the whole package tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.